A couple people have asked me what I thought about the Pantera tribute with the original singer and bass player grabbing the guitar player from Ozzy, Zakkwylde, Black Label Society. I don't know, I've never listened to them or Anthrax. I mean, last time I listened to Anthrax, I think I was in fifth grade and I had a pin on my jacket. Um, I kind of just, I never really I got into a Pantera for like a month or two. I respect their guitar playing and their talent, and the guy's a world class shredder on the guitar and very the innovator, for sure. Um, but I just to call this a tribute is kind of a slap in the face to Dimebag and to his brother. So to me, it would be like Paul McCartney and Ringo getting together and saying they're doing a tribute to the Beatles and having two other people fill in. I mean, it's just I mean, don't get me wrong, you can't be mad at somebody because they need to make a living. You know what I mean? But I just don't like Phil Anselmo. I think he's one of. I don't think I know. He's just a dude that thinks he's tough and he's not. Just by the way he, talks like Randy Macho Man Savage, and he just tries so hard to be like there's some real insecure shit going on with that dude. I see it a mile away. I don't know, maybe other people are buying that bullshit, but um, it's just way overblown. Everything, just everything he does is, he's just a fucking caricature of like a wannabe tough guy. Um, his if he was really a great lyricist and a talented dude, his fucking other two bands would have done something. You know what I mean? They've done nothing. And he's, it just is what it is. It's just another. I mean, it will be good for Listen, I mean, it will be good for the fans, I guess, of that kind of music, and it will be good to see. Zakk is a fucking hell of a guitar player too. I'm not really a fan of his music, nor was I ever into Ozzy or any of that shit. I always thought Ozzy was just fucking horrible fucking frontman for a band, just horrible. Kind of like Kiss, just horrible. Like the guy has zero. So I've never seen anybody just walk around on stage and just yell, "Let's get crazy, come on!" and throw water on the crowd. The guy had like, the guy just was the guy. He was about as fun as blowing out the candles on a birthday cake, and it wasn't your birthday. You know what I mean? Music is. I was just listening to an interview about the Foo Fighters, and I was like, I can't even believe that fucking band has made a career out of 3 songs and stretched 30 years. And even like a band like Anthrax, it totally sucks. Um, you know, I just, I get into these things. I still listen to the same, I really still listen to the same music that I've listened to my entire life. I listen to the Beatles, I listen to NoFX, I listen to Nirvana, and then I listen to a bunch of stuff from, I listen to a lot of, pop music from, could be the band, it could be like anything from the Drifters to doo-wop type music to Lady Gaga and stuff. I like poppy, hooky music, shit that you can like look at the Bruce Springsteen song "I'm on Fire." You know what I mean? Like you hear it on the radio, it's 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I can listen to that song 400 times. And it just music just isn't what it used to be. I just remember there was a time where, when I was younger and I grew up in the 80s and MTV, I remember MTV's first couple of days on the air, and I didn't know that it was a thing that was going to change music. It was these bands like Def Leppard and, Motley Crue, and I used to see their posters up, and I was just never into any of that glam shit, I liked Guns N' Roses when I was in 5th grade when they came out. I knew there was something about them, that what they were doing was real, I always thought Guns N' Roses was the real fucking deal for sure, You know, they're probably the greatest American rock and roll band ever. It was good to see them guys get back together for sure. But you know, when I look at bands like Kiss, I just go, how the fuck did grown ass men listen to this horrible music? You know, and I don't know. You know, I don't know. I just guess you just, you know, I don't even think being a musician myself has anything to do with it, but it's just so uninspiring. And you know, I'll look at a band like the Killers, their first CD, Hot Fuss, when it came out. I said, yeah, these guys got something. These guys got some good songs, you know, like they kind of dress a little bit, you know, whatever, but they got some good songs. I was just listening to a couple of their songs off I'm not a huge fan of theirs, but you know, I like the keyboard. You know, kind of reminds me a little bit of the Cars, you know. And I look at a band like Weezer, which was a fucking awesome band for like 3 CDs straight. I seen them in concert, and they totally just turned into like a Nickelodeon band. So what do I think of Pantera's? I don't think it's Pantera. I mean, I guess, you know, what's to stop any? I mean, I'm sure, you know, I would imagine you should have to pay the estate of Dimebag Darrell to play his songs live. I don't think you can really use the name Pantera without getting sued, but you can't blame a guy for needing to make any money. You know, I mean, what are you supposed to do? You know, but calling it a tribute, Pantera would have never got. I think what really happened was that Phil thought he was going to teach Dimebag and his brother a lesson and be just real hard to work with, like a David Lee Roth type dude. And you know, when you got a guitar player like Dimebag, who's like Eddie Van Halen, you know, Eddie Van Halen was probably, it was sad to really watch what happened to them too, you know, like the guy's so fucking talented, but man, their last record, A Different Kind of Truth, was fucking horrendous, you know. And people have asked me about that. Who do you prefer, Van Halen or Van Hagar? And I always liked Sammy Hagar over David Lee Roth. I was never into that gay fucking showing your body bullshit and wearing all them ridiculous outfits. I mean, like, I don't know. I liked Van Hagar. I know I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, but you know, I miss the days of Nirvana. I just miss the days of, like, you know, when Nirvana just came on the radio. People didn't even know. They knew something fucking, you know, it was like COVID. They knew, or September 11th. They knew that something fucking just happened, and they didn't know what it was or what it was going to be, but they've opened the doors for so many bands. I was just thinking about Pearl Jam yesterday, how horrible they are today. You know what I mean? Like, what a... Man, I was just talking to my girlfriend about 10, what a good record that was. And not the songs that are on the radio either, like, you know, Once. What was the other song called? Why Go? You know, just stuff like, you know, they had some good music, man. And then I don't even know what the fuck they're doing now, but it's just, I listen to some of their newer shit and I'm just like, it's not even an evolution of music. It's just like you're just being fucking difficult for being difficult's sake.